right, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Fist of Legend, 1994. 1 hour, 45 minutes too long. Starring Jet Li and Jackson Liu. I thought this movie was alright. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I thought the kung fu was rather cartoonish with its slapstick kind of stuff. I mean, it's like Jackie Chan on steroids. You got the slapstick element mixed in with the sped up kung fu moves, and well, it's kind of a mixture of sped up and slow motion. If you can visualize that. There are a lot of hot-looking Asian babes, of course, this being another Hong Kong flick. But they don't get naked, unfortunately. It is rated R, I suppose, for the ending fight scene. Pretty cool plot twist ending. I like how they managed to find a peaceful solution to the Chinese-Japanese conflict back in the 40s. Pretty cool stuff. If only the United States had done that instead of dropping 2 atomic bombs when Japan was about ready to surrender. So that was pretty cool. I thought the movie kind of dragged on. It's nothing but kung fu. The plot is pretty simple. I mean, Chinese good, Japanese bad, with the exception of Jet Li's girlfriend, who is Japanese. I couldn't figure out why Jet Li and her dad were fighting to the death. And for samurai guys, they do a lot of kung fu moves. That part didn't really make sense. Why were they fighting to the death and then they just Jet Li says, "Okay, you won," and then they just leave it at that? I don't understand. Are they friends or enemies or what? Doesn't make sense. But I guess it's the Japanese father-in-law figure is supposed to be like a mentor, even though he's Japanese. Didn't quite fit in with the plot there. Like I said, the plot is very simple. The movie is mostly, I'd say about 75% kung fu action type stuff, which is pretty cool. But like I said, it was cartoonish and rather hard to believe that somebody could actually move their body that fast without breaking their back or something. Not as unbelievable as, say, that other kung fu movie with Stephen Chow and Shaolin Soccer, of course. It's pretty ridiculous, but in a campy sort of way. This movie is just goofy kung fu, even more so than Jackie Chan movie. So I'm not a big fan of Jackie Chan, but somehow this movie reminded me of him. So there's that. I guess it caters to the Hong Kong audience who probably hate the Japanese. Kind of reminds me of first grade schoolyard fight between a Japanese boy and a Chinese boy. I guess they couldn't get over the fact that the two countries hated each other back then. This was around, let's see, 1977, like first grade or something. Uh, yeah, so old wounds are hard to heal, I guess, and this movie is proof of it because sort of capitalizes on that. Although Jet Li's, it was kind of politically correct though for Jet Li to have a Japanese girlfriend, so they kind of tempered it a bit in that regards. Um, the animosity between Japan and China, plus the girl's dad didn't make any sense. The mentor guy, I couldn't quite follow what was going on or how that played into the rest of the story. Um, so there's that. Don't really have too much else to say. I liked Jet Li better in The Warlords. I thought that movie was way better, and there wasn't as much kung fu in that movie. That was real war. This is kind of like, yeah, the Japanese are taking over Shanghai, or they're trying to take it over, but uh, Jet Li is there to sort of, I don't know. He goes back to his school where he was trained, and I guess the Japanese poisoned his master, his Chinese master guy who taught him kung fu. So he's not necessarily out to get revenge, but he's trying to fight back against the occupying forces there in Shanghai, even though he has a Japanese girlfriend. Um, she wants the war to stop just as much as he does, which is pretty cool. Uh, what else? That's all I can think of. I mean, there really isn't too much else to this movie. It's mostly kung fu action, like I said. Not much in the way of plot. Kind of plods along. It's a long movie. The build up is too long, in my opinion, and some of the storylines don't make sense or they don't fit in with the rest of the picture. Um, but the ending fight scene is pretty cool. I have to admit, even the background noises while they're fighting is pretty cool. Uh, yeah, it kind of gives you an adrenaline rush, I guess. Kind of like the Kill Bill fight scenes, that sort of stuff. Um, I don't know why it reminded me of Kill Bill, but whatever. 3 out of 5 stars. Don't check it out unless you want to fast forward to the ending fight scene. And not recommended. Sort of indifferent, I guess. Laters.